Chislehurst Borough Council of June 7th, 2018. At this time, we will have the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sunshine Statement, please.
In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, this means calling to order pursuant to notice of regular meeting. A copy which has been made available to newspaper of local public circulation, and a copy which has been posted publicly in accordance with the law.
Roll call.
Alwine,
Present.
Chu. Here. Garnett,
Here.
Hearn,
Here.
Littles,
Here.
Waters.
Here.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of May the 10th, 2018?
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Alwine,
Yes.
Chu.
Yes.
Garnett,
Yes.
Hearn.
Yes.
Littles.
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Okay, now we're going to do council committee reports. Let's start with Councilman Hearn.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I only have a little one. The rent control board is on their summer schedule, which basically is there isn't any meetings in the summer unless something comes up, and then we're gonna pull one together. I missed out on Earth Day. I couldn't be around when it happened. I'm really sorry that I missed it, but you guys probably aren't, because I was just gonna make a speech at you anyway. So, and this Saturday is Chislehurst Day, and if you're not there, then you missed it. And to the guys from the roads and sanitation, I'm sorry that I wasn't here when you guys got your plaque, but you all know that I'm proud of you guys anyway, so, you know, I'm still sorry I wasn't here. And the rabies clinic is being postponed until fall. As soon as we have a date, it'll be announced, and that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Hearn. Councilman Waters.
I have no report this time.
Okay, I think that, Councilman Littles.
Yes, to Mayor and Council in Borough of Chislehurst. Pasquale Nawaka, PhD, PMS, is the County Health Officer, Public Health Coordinator. He is responsible for 37 municipalities in Camden County in promoting a healthy community, preventing and controlling communicable and non-communicable diseases, protecting against environmental hazards. Dr. Nowaka can be reached at 856-374-6037. His fax number is 856-374-6034. And his email address is piwaka@camdencounty.com. His address is Camden County Department of Health and Human Services, DePrio Center, 512 Lakeland Road, Suite 501, Blackwood, New Jersey. For a public health or environmental health emergency, the county health officer or his staff are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, through the Camden County Communications Center at 856-783-1333. Now, the purpose of this is for the community to be informed. If you need help with communicable diseases such as hepatitis, HIV, or tuberculosis, and a communicable disease, just as a footnote, is a disease spread from one person to another. Also, if you need help with non-communicable diseases such as heart disease, cancer, diabetes, respiratory diseases, that you can call the doctor and you can get the help that you need right there. And also as a footnote, as per medical news today, by the year of our Lord 2050, the number of people over the age of 60 will double worldwide, to a total of 2 billion people over the age of 60. In closing, first and foremost, giving glory to God for Election Day, June 5th. I would like to thank Mayor Blunt, Council and Committee Woman Chair Maria Littles, and all who signed my candidate form. But most importantly, the citizens of the Borough of Chislehurst for your support. The Borough of Chislehurst will continue to be a loving, faith-based community where you can raise a family with a safe environment provided by our police department, a community with diversity and inclusion for all. Again, I say thank you, and thank you. Your Councilman, Herbert Littles.
Councilwoman Awar.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to, say, like, Councilman Hearn, come on out to Chiselhurst Day. We're hoping it doesn't, rain on us too bad. It looks like it's gonna be some scattered showers, but we have some very nice things planned. One of the things that we have, planned is a DUI simulator, the Drive Alive tour. And we are super excited about sharing safe driving practices with you. And you can actually get in the vehicle and, put on the visual tool to help you understand what it means if you're texting and driving and so forth. So again, that's this Saturday, June 9th. As always, we are in need of vendors. For non-food, it's only $20 for the day, 12 to 8. And for food, if you're selling any type of food, it's $30. Also, we are going to have local talent, musical show. We have bounces, slides, and we are going to have some basketball tournaments by our very own Coach Kenny, and different events, as well as a car show. So please come on out with your families. Every year it gets bigger and better, and I want to take the time to thank Mayor and Council for helping plan this annual event that brings our community together. Recently, June 1st, we held a teenage dance for our middle school students. There were about 25 students there. I want to personally thank Coach Kenny, Miss Juanita Presley, Mr. Ben Kirkley, and Miss Carla Lyles for volunteering at this dance. It's important, as we all know, to have safe, fun activities for our youth, and they can be proud of their community. So thank you again personally. I appreciate it, and we appreciate it for you guys volunteering, and also for the young folks coming out to the dance. Also, I would like to talk about quickly the Navigators USA program. Council was gracious in voting yes on the Navigators USA. It's very similar to Boy Scouts of America. Now it's a co-ed thing, and the Navigators USA focuses on nature-based activities. They have a whole curriculum, physical activities, and it focuses on nature and family. So we are looking for children that are interested in Navigators USA. A contact person or contact people for that would be Coach Kenny Smith. Can I give your phone number? Okay, Coach Kenny Smith at 856-308-6063. And Mr. Ben Kirkley at 609-417-9262. We need children, both boys and girls, approximately ages like 10, 11 to about 14, 15 years old. And again, they have a whole curriculum. You can even Google it. It's called Navigators USA, and it will start around September. So I'll be announcing this again, but if you're interested, please contact those two leaders of the program. Regarding planning and zoning, I have no report at this time, except to say that we are here every month on Wednesday at 7 p.m., except of course for the summer months of July and August, and we resume in September. The Personnel Committee, we met recently to discuss different issues. Depending on the issue, I can't obviously speak about specifics, but we met to talk about employees and different matters regarding the workers in the borough. For Historical Committee, I don't have anything to report at this time. I believe my colleague had a meeting, but I wasn't able to make that meeting, so I have nothing to report at this time. And if you want to have some summer fun and want some ideas and want some free ideas, visit nj.org. They have a lot of great resources and a lot of great ideas for you and your family in New Jersey. And that concludes my report for June 2018. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Alwine. Before I forget, and we're gonna be on TV, so that's why I need to say this. Councilman Waters, when is the graduation for, since you're on the Education Committee, when is the graduation for the, what's it, high school? High school? The high school, because if we got people that's gonna graduate, we wanna bring them in here and say, thank you.
I don't know at this time. I've been sick for the last month. And I haven't been able to do too much right now.
Okay.
And I am looking
I
to
know
that.
when it is. It's June 19th at
June
6
19th?
p.m. Yeah.
Okay. So June 19th, 6 p.m., we're gonna have quite a few people from Chislehurst that's gonna be graduating. We're gonna bring them on in here and do a little something for them, okay? Thank you. Councilwoman Chu.
Thank you, Mayor, Council, and residents. For website and television updates, I do apologize. I just found out that there was a problem with the meetings being aired on the television, and I will investigate and find out what the issue was, and that should be taken care of. With regards to with regards to the Chislehurst channel found on YouTube, we have been getting positive feedback about this new feature. And again, please subscribe to this channel so that you never miss another viewing again. This month's or last month's meeting will be uploaded and available to be viewed by tomorrow. You want to continue to look for additional information at the Borough Hall. There are many new flyers with important information posted on the bulletin board, so do stop by to see if there are any answers to questions that you might seek. Please see Ms. Rose before posting any flyers, and any community flyers not authorized will be removed. Also, once your event has passed, please come and remove your flyers. As the councilwoman stated, the Personnel Committee did meet on the 1st to discuss and collaborate on internal matters. For finance, there is nothing to report at this time. Although, if you are paying your bills through your bank online, you can create a payment schedule for your Chislehurst bills. There is a convenient way to ensure your payments are received on time. You'll need your account information from your billing statement, but the process is the same as setting up your other online payments. Save time and stay comfortable in your home. Use the online service. Economic development, there are no new developments on any items at this time. For emergency management, we have no new developments to report at this time, but please remember to use caution as you are using open flame and other heat sources during this season. Practice fire safety by not leaving any fire or heat source unattended. Remember to check your batteries for your smoke and CO2 detectors often, and change your filters in your system. If there are any, if you have any kind of disaster, or we have any disasters, such as power outages, fires, gas leaks, mandatory evacuations, etc., please please remember that the Chislehurst Police Department is here to assist those who have emergency within our community, as well as the EMS and fire department in our community. In Veterans Affairs, new flags were placed on identified military graves at the Elm Avenue Cemetery during the Memorial Day weekend cleanup. The cleanup of the Elm Avenue Cemetery is scheduled for the last Saturday of each month from 9 a.m. to noon, weather permitting. All are welcome to the cleanup. As a reminder to our veterans, the Camden County veterans are encouraged to apply for the Korean War Service Medal or the Camden County Military Service Medal. Please check their website for eligibility information and the new online application. Historical Committee, again, there was the cleanup of the Elm Avenue Cemetery, which was held on the 26th, and photos of the markers and headstones were taken at that time. These will be posted on the borough's Facebook page with the hopes that family members or friends will contact us to supply information about their loved ones. Thank you to Maria Littles for coming out to help rake and clear leaves from the site. All are welcome to these meetings, which are held on the last Saturday of the month after the cemetery cleanup at the Borough Hall until September.
What time?
After the cleanups, which is about 12 o'clock. In our town, continue to refer to the public events calendar found on our website for information in and around our borough. I want to congratulate two of my grandchildren, Yasmin and Destiny, on their graduations from middle and high school respectively. Also, I want to congratulate my nephew for being the recipient of the 2010 New York City Big Apple Award for Educators. He was one of 17 recipients out of 6,500 educators that were nominated.
Wonderful.
The mayor and council at this time would like to congratulate all of our graduates and wish them all well. The Camden County Library on Cooper Folly Road wants to remind all residents they offer a number of free services. These include public computer use, free Wi-Fi, computer classes, digital movies, music, and more. Sign up for or renew your library card for access to all their public services. Do you have some noteworthy news that you'd like to share? I am always looking for information to post in the Our Town segment of my report. If you have information you'd like to share regarding appointments, promotions, graduations, honors, births, etc., please email me at councilwoman.karen.chu@gmail.com. We would be happy to share your great news. As a reminder, if you have a community event that you would like to have posted on the website or cable station, please also send that information to me no later than 2 weeks in advance for publication. Respectfully submitted, Karen Chu.
Thank you, Karen. Council President.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
The reports that I received this month were from Councilwoman Alwan Chu, Councilman Hearn, and Councilman Littles. Also, congratulations to all the graduates for all the schools, not just Winslow, but here, whoever is graduating this year. My son is one of them, so now I'm done with an empty nest. So congratulations to all of you. And once again, the graduation date is June 19th for Winslow at 6 p.m. Also, this month for the police, we worked on the contracts. We are in the end stages of negotiating them, and we should be concluding them this month. For the Personnel Committee, the Personnel has had a meeting on June 1st, as the other two councilwomen have stated. Also, we've been working very diligently and hard on Chislehurst Day, so we have voted that we're going to go forth with it, rain or shine. So all of you are here. Hope that you will come out. Also, I just want to remind council that your report should consist of the auxiliaries that you are on. Your report should consist of exactly what you have done that month on the committee that you serve as the liaison to. So that's what the report should be. And also, just like the congratulations and what for, that's nice as well. And also, I just want to send my condolences to the bereaved families. There were several of them that happened here in Chislehurst for some elderly. I just want to send my condolences to them. Also, I just want to say that if anyone would like to help with International Day, it will be in September. We know in the summertime we only have one meeting for July and also August. So if anyone would like to help with that, then please see myself or Ms. Plaza. And that concludes my report. A full report will be on the website.
Ms. Palazzo is our Hispanic liaison council. So, the, Ms. Palazzo is our Hispanic liaison to council. I don't know if they had a contact for her.
Okay.
All right, so we need to get a contact for her. Council President, since, what I want you to do is, get with the school board president and get us some names of, the Edgewood graduate, Edgewood. It's Wednesday. I went to Edgewood, same place, all right? So, I want, the names of the seniors so we can do a little something for them. Give them a certificate of graduating, let them know that we acknowledge, their achievements. So please, can you do that for me? And then, another thing, I think that, maybe everybody on council know, I'm glad that the, community center didn't have no problems a couple of weeks ago, with gas and people calling the fire department, because, a couple of weeks ago, I was honored to have, the governor of the great state of New Jersey to come to Chislehurst and, spend some time at our community center. It wasn't a public event, it was a event for small town mayors. It's about 35 mayors was there. At the time, I was kind of sick, so my council president did a lot of the work for me. You can't tell the governor, well, look, I can't show up, because they called me and said, hey, look, can we come to Chislehurst and have this small town mayor's meeting? I wasn't supposed to say no. I said, sure. And I knew I was sick at the time, and I didn't know whether I could make it, but the council president handled business for me. We talked about, shared services. We talked about merging. We talked about, police. We talked. And one of the things that, I feel good about is that he wanted to come to Chislehurst. I still got mayors today talking about, how did you get him into Chislehurst? Our police was there. They stood up and stood tall and looked good. And Chief, thank you for that. And Lieutenant, thank you for that. Them guys did an excellent job. And the governor sent me a text back. He said he didn't believe that Chislehurst, he couldn't believe Chislehurst looked as good as it did. So we're doing something. We're doing something. And he said he's going to come back. What I'm trying to do now is get the lieutenant governor down here to have a town hall, all right, in Chislehurst at our community center, so the residents, the taxpayers, and they're gonna come from all over, can ask questions. And so I'm glad that we are now a beacon of Camden County and South Jersey that the governor would consider. Of all the towns in South Jersey, and we had people coming from Egg Harbor Township, Egg Harbor, all the small towns, all in Atlantic County, Burlington County, was here in Chislehurst. And they spoke very highly of the community center and our hospitality. So I just want to let the public know that. It's not too much more I have to say. So why don't we get a motion to open the meeting to the public? Moved in second, roll call, please.
Alwine. Chu. Garnett. Hearn. Littles.
Yes.
Waters.
Any member of the public who wishes to speak, please come forward, give your name and address, and direct all questions to me, and maybe I might be able to answer it. If I can't answer it, I might be able to get an answer for you.
Mayor,
Yes, ma'am.
may I approach?
You may approach.
It seems to me that you got a little bit of money for your youth.
Yes.
How nice that is.
Oh,
My name is Elaine Parsons. This is my husband, Bob. I am the junior past, which means we just went out of office, of the junior past worthy matron. My husband was the worthy patron of Mount Holly chapter, number 147, Order of the Eastern Star in Mount Holly, exit 5.
okay.
Little bit up the road.
All right.
we
Not
had
too
a,
far.
yeah, not too far.
Yeah.
Route 73 was a bit of a challenge.
Okay.
We had a few successful fundraisers this year, and one of our efforts was to provide a bulletproof vest for an officer. Mount Holly gets theirs through a grant. Pemberton has them. Burlington Township has them. Burlington City never got back to me.
Well, don't let me cut you off. Bring your husband up here.
Husband,
Bring him up here. He's sitting back there smiling, making you do all the work. Don't you do all the work, you get him.
I guess because I have the gift of gab and he doesn't. In any event, I work in the operating room with your now beloved David Toomer,
Okay.
who, for those of you who don't know, David, how long have we worked together? 7 years? 8?
About 6 years.
6 years?
Over 6 years.
He's never called out sick. He's never called out sick. That's unheard of,
You know why?
because he's never sick. I don't know.
His dad has a landscape business, so if he call out sick, he's gonna have to push the lawnmowers. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Is that true? In any event, you know, I mentioned to David, I'm having a hard time finding somebody who needs a bulletproof vest. So he put me in touch with Sergeant Pointer. Sergeant Pointer called me. I called him. He called me. I called him. We played telephone answering machine tag. Finally, we got to connect. And I said, okay, I understand David is going to be inducted as a new patrolman for Chislehurst Borough. How thrilled we are. But we are losing someone wonderful in the operating room. So with that being said, Chief, I guess this check comes to you. $1,500 for David's. I'm about ready to cry. I just have a little thing here. It says, Mount Holly Chapter Number 147, Order of the Eastern Star of New Jersey, is privileged and honored to present Patrolman David Toomer of the Chislehurst Police Department his bulletproof vest, June 7th, 2018.
Thank you.
And it is our fervent hope that David never needs to use that bulletproof vest.
Okay, so I'm gonna send my council president, who is the police liaison, you guys gonna take some pictures.
Oh, okay.
See, your husband was wondering why he was asked to come up here. Chief, you can get in there too, Chief. You can get in there.
Yes, Chief. Come on, Chief.
You holding the check?
Yeah, the check's in there.
Let me open it up.
Move over a little bit. No, this way. I'm getting you in the picture. All of it. Come on. Yeah. Detective.
There it is.
You was sneaking. You was hiding in the corner. Okay.
We're gonna miss you.
That looks good.
Good.
Is that what I'm feeling? Oh, we're gonna miss you. It's horrible that we're losing you.
I'll be there for the end with you.
Okay.
Thank you. And it's always good when you have, you're bringing in somebody who people love. They understand their community, understand the compassion of people. And I appreciate your compassion for, for a while we've been hearing all kinds of bad things about police officers, but there are good ones. And I know all my men are good. I don't have one complaint, every last one of them. All right? So I can tell you that David is in good hands. They are 100%. Yeah, they're 100% professional, and I stand behind them. In fact, I talk about them all the time. So I thank you for letting him come to see us for a while. maybe on his days off, he can come down there and work, I don't know. But thank you, and thank you for the donation. I think that, that was really an honor for us to receive that from you, so thank you, thank you. We need to give her another hand, y'all, come on. All right? Okay, thank you. Anybody else from the public wish to come forward and speak?
Kenny Smith, 231 Washington Avenue. The first thing I wanted to do is thank Mayor and Council for letting the youth have that dance last week. If you was there, you would see the happiness in their eyes, because it's something that we as the community invested in them, and they was happy to have that. And I look forward to other events like that for the youth, because like I say all the time, we need to invest in them. Also, I wanted to tell everybody on Chiselhurst Day, the Drug Alliance is doing a 3-on-3 tournament for the kids. We're gonna have trophies out there. We're gonna talk to the kids about saying no to drugs, take the pledge, say no to drugs. Also, we're gonna have the simulator out there, so come out and have a good time. We also added Garrison Lodge number 3. We're having what they call a cornhole tournament. It's this it's like it's a board with a hole in it, and you throw a beanbag in it. And the guys wanted to have it, so we're having a cornhole tournament. The idea was Roger Brown's idea. So, that's going to start at 5 o'clock. And we're going to have a trophy for the winner. Last thing, on June 30th, the SIA chapter, which is the OES chapter of Garrison Lodge number 3, is having a tea event in the afternoon. So we'd like to invite everybody out to come out. It's $15. We get to know the ladies behind the men. So that's basically everything I have to say.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Anybody else? What's this, a family affair or what? What's going on here?
Good evening. My name is Juanita Presley, 231 Washington Avenue. Just wanted to come up and remind people that we are having the Summer Peace Camp. It starts on July 2nd, runs through August the 10th. We are still registering, and we will be out on Chiselhurst Day with a table with providing information about the camp, and it will be an opportunity for anyone who still wants to register. We're doing something different this year. As far as our trips, we are going to open it up to children that are not registered with the camp. If your child wants to go on a trip, you just have to let us know in advance. You would just have to pay whatever the fees are to go on the trip, but we're opening it up to all children in Chiselhurst. And that information will be out on Chiselhurst Day. We'll have a list of all the trips and how much it would cost if your child wants to go.
Did you give that information to Councilwoman Chu to
Yes.
put on that's already up there?
Okay,
Is it up
I
there?
will. No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. Okay. Okay. And the children from the Freedom School, they will have a table out on Chiselhurst Day. They're going to be selling baked goods and some other things to help raise money to pay for their registration. So please come by our table, and they can tell you a little bit about what they learned in camp last year, and if anybody wants to know about camp, they'll be able to tell you. So,
Okay.
and that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
Anybody else?
Timothy Flood, 43 White Horse Pike.
As the council goes into the summer sessions and we're holding our caucus and our town meetings back to back, I have concerns on whether the council has a chance to research any of the resolutions that are being voted on.
What are you saying?
You brought up the resolutions at the caucus meeting less than an hour ago, and we're getting ready to vote on them.
Let me say something to you, Timothy and Mr. Flood. I think because I get calls about people when they come to meeting, even though I was sick, I got a call, and you had expressed concerns about that. So I contacted our clerk, okay? And the clerk had the agenda on the bulletin board out there last week. Did you come over here?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I asked
So
her-
I'm saying the agenda was there,
Yeah.
but if you asked about the agenda and she posted it and you didn't come, but you asked that question again today.
That's on me.
Okay, all
All
right.
right. But has anyone on the council even reviewed any of the statutes that are cited on the resolutions this evening? Has anyone read these statutes?
Wait a minute. Oh, first of all, hold up. First of all questions come to me. Now, if the council has an issue, then council will speak up, okay? The resolutions is there, and like I said to you, it was there a week ago, and you had an opportunity to come and get that information, because I made sure that it was there, because I said Timothy is going to come, all right? You're pretty consistent about what you do, so I said make sure he has that information. Now, as far as the statutes, what statutes are you talking about?
Any of the statutes, the one appointing you public purchasing compliance officer, have you read that statute?
To tell you the truth, the state requires us to have a person in that position,
Understood.
okay? And I read that statute, yes.
Good. We have another one with the clicking and ticket.
Okay.
Has anyone read that statute?
That's the police department's issue, and we have that every year, Mr. Flood. I think that you should take that, if you've got questions about that particular issue, then you should need to ask the police department and get that resolution.
As far as the agenda being posted on the bulletin board, I don't make regular trips by the borough hall unless I have business here. But now that I know that we posted early, I will be by.
Okay.
Next question. Our favorite lot on Zimmerman Avenue. Is the borough going to do anything about physically blocking that access to that lot?
At this point, we haven't thought about it. In fact, to tell you the truth, I just put in for a traffic light, not traffic light, but a street light over there, so they can get a little light over there so that people won't be trying to do no illegal dumping. I've had the police do step-up patrols in that area. So, we doing what we can with what we got.
How hard would it be to put a physical barrier across the entrance of that lot?
You got a donation you wanna?
I got a tree fell down in my yard.
Okay. I mean, if we can.
I can drag
we
it over
will,
there.
But I'm just saying, what we can do, we're doing, all right?
All right,
Okay,
noted.
thank you. Anybody else?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. No. I'm good. You go ahead.
Maria Littles, 315 Edwards Avenue, Chislehurst. First, it was just three things I wanted to mention. The cemetery cleanup. That cemetery looks pretty good now. So
You can live there?
I could live there? Well, one day I will be.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm very ready to move right now. So when we do have 3 cemeteries, so, this is a first step. And so I'm sure that, as people start getting interested in those types of projects, we'll have some pretty nice looking properties. And so thank you, Karen Chu. You're doing an excellent job. Earth Day, I want to thank everybody who helped out with Earth Day. People in the Democrat Club, people that came out. It was a nice event. We had children, parents, and you can still see some of the flowers that the children planted are still out there near the tennis court. And I want to also thank Public Works because they came and all the leaves that the children moved, they got them the next day. When you went out there, they were all gone, and you could see the flowers. It looked really nice. So Public Works did, where they were right there, right there.
I'll tell them.
Yep,
I'll tell
yep.
them, thank you.
So I think we'll do that again next year.
That's good.
I think the children really enjoyed it, the ones that came out. And lastly, the names of the graduates. I can get that for you and make sure that you have them so that you can
Give them a
honor them.
certificate, yeah.
Right, okay. All right, that's all I have. Thank you so very much, everyone.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Good evening. Del Vecchio, Zimmerman. I just have a few concerns. As Mr. Flood was saying, in reference to the agenda, one of my concerns would have to do with the increase in salary for not only the police clerk, but for salaries in general. And listening to the caucus meeting, I understand that there was a brief discussion about a pay of $500 a year. My concern is, did anybody consider how many hours that would be? Also, I think one thing to think about of all, when you do vote on this, shared services. Why can't we have a shared service with Winslow?
For what?
For, if you're looking for the police clerk salary, an increase,
No, it's a matron.
okay, matron, why can't that be a shared service? Everybody in the state of New Jersey is now adopting shared services.
Let me say something to you. You said shared services, but do you understand that even though we have shared services, you still have to pay for those shared services. Those people are not going to come here for free. We are sharing services with the Winslow Township Fire Department. We pay Winslow Township Fire Department. So it's not a free service. So for a matron to come over here, even the interpreter, when the interpreters come out, it's like $150 an hour.
Yes.
So if you get a matron to come over here, it's not gonna be $5, okay? All right, so we're talking about $500 for a year, where, let's say, we have a female 10 times during the year, and may have more than that. You have them 10 times during the year. Let's say they charge $75. So 10 times that $75, that's $750. So I think that $500 is a good fee to do that. I don't see nothing exorbitant about that.
Does that even exist? How many times a year does that exist here? Does
What do
anybody?
you mean? What exists?
That you need that service?
When you have female
Yes.
inmates, okay, and I'm quite sure you know about that. We
Yeah.
do get female inmates.
Understood.
And because of the climate of the Me Too movement in this country, we don't want to have no problems. So not only is the $500 going to save us, it's going to save us as far as lawsuits in the long run. So right now you're hollering about you're concerned about $500, but you'll be concerned about several $1 million if somebody comes in and say, hey, look, somebody touched me in the wrong way. I'm trying to protect not only the residents and the taxpayers, we're trying to protect our police department. And $500 is not even an insurance premium.
So let me ask you this. You know, I'm looking at all these abandoned homes. All these people in this town that have lost their homes. Right now, I have 2 abandoned properties near me, which you already know, because there's constant vandalism, theft, dumping, etc. When you have this in this community where people have lost their homes, that's losing tax dollars. How are we going to pay for all of this? And yet, we have another bill coming up in August, which will probably be raised.
Let me say something to you, okay? Because you're giving out misinformation, okay? Let me explain this to you. All right, you say we're losing tax dollars as a result of these abandoned and people not paying, losing their homes. First of all, when a bank forecloses on your home, okay, they still have to pay the taxes to the borough of Chislehurst. If they don't pay the taxes to the borough of Chislehurst, we have what we call a foreclosure attorney. We will foreclose on that property and sell it ourselves. Okay, we have 2 properties now. So most of these houses, people have gotten balloon mortgages, okay? People have lost their jobs. We had jobs, people had jobs in Atlantic City and different places. This country is going through a rough time. So when people lose their jobs, and you know Atlantic City shut down a lot of stuff, a lot of people in Chislehurst worked at Atlantic City, and they lost their jobs. They can't pay their mortgages. It's not our fault. Those people, some of those people had went and got second and third and fourth mortgage, balloon mortgage. They was victims of that, what do you call that? That mortgage abuse, what do you call it? Predatory lending. Chislehurst doesn't have anything to do with that. And the more educated that a person is, then the better they can handle that situation. So when you have people who don't really understand that, what we need to do is maybe offer some training or information on how to deal with predatory lending and that kind of stuff. We haven't done that. We can do that. But as far as not these houses that's empty, they're paying taxes. The bank's paying taxes. Whoever owns that property is paying taxes.
That's with some, not all of them.
Which ones are not paying
And
taxes?
one specifically, strategic development.
Strategic municipal development.
Yes.
Municipal development. And the reason why they ain't pay taxes on there is because that property right there is listed as a hazardous site with the Department of DEP. All right, that's a hazardous site. Once they figured out that it was a junkyard there, the people they bought the tax certificate. All right, they bought the tax certificate, and they figured out it was a junkyard there, and they had to do a lot of cleanup. They just abandoned that. Now, what you're saying to me is that Chislehurst is cleaned up. I've talked to DEP in reference to cleaning that particular property up. Okay, not only just that property, is the one right around the lake that got oil tanks in the ground. Valero oil tanks. He died, and his family don't have nothing to do with it. So we're stuck with that. Now, Chislehurst don't have the money to clean up. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. So the only thing we can do is get grant money. Okay. Now, grant money is not as available as it used to be. I mean, I'm talking to the governor. I'm talking to this person, that person, trying to get grant money to deal with those situations. So I don't think that information or those situations are not being looked at, but you got to wait until you can get the money, so you don't put the burden on the taxpayers. The taxpayers, don't want to handle that burden. They don't want to handle it. If you take the taxpayers and say, oh well, we're gonna spend $250,000 or $500,000 to clean up a property that's only worth $30,000, what do you think the taxpayer is gonna say? What do you think they're gonna say? Oh, no, clean it up. Okay, so we if you're gonna give the information, give it out right now.
I'm giving out the
Okay.
information correct. You
Okay.
know there's been several people in this community that have lost their homes.
Mhm.
I have not seen anything that this town has given back to its community. Why is that? Why aren't we helping people that are overwhelmed by these burdens?
What?
The other thing is, pardon?
Whoa, I'm behind on my bills. You gonna help me?
Well,
But no, Russ, let it go. Okay, what's your next question?
the other thing is, Mr. Hearn, you're a councilman, please don't use profanity. And with the chief there laughing, that's a disgrace. The other thing is, there are townships in the state of New Jersey that are actually having their residents come in to volunteer to reduce taxes. More up northern New Jersey. Why can't we try to infiltrate that here?
Well, first of all, when you start talking about, I never heard about this program, and I'm dealing with mayors, not just in Camden County, but throughout the state, from Newark, all over. I never heard of that program. But when you have the population base that we have, every little bit of taxes helps. North Jersey, if you got 60, 70, 80, 90,000 people, and they got a house over there, a row home that's $10,000, they may be able to do that. But I never heard of that. And I've been going to meetings all over. So when you can give me that information, I'm going to check that out.
Okay,
All right?
that'll be fine. The other concern is, and thank you about checking out the light down our road. The other concern is the sinkhole on Zimmerman, which is near First Baptist Church. I don't know if that was brought up to you, but that's a concern,
I go check it out. Check it out.
okay?
Ms.
And-
Delavecchio, you know I ride around. You know I ride around.
The sinkhole has been there a while. It's gotten bigger.
Yeah, we'll see.
And when I walk down that road, I have to be alert. So that's something that definitely needs to be a priority, please. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Okay. Any more people from the public? Now, y'all know I was sick last month, so don't be beating me up. Y'all get here, y'all just beat me up, and don't even want me back here. But go ahead.
Good evening, Council and Mayor, residents of Chiselhurst. I'm here for a few reasons. First, before I forget, Gianni Lyles, 128 Elm Avenue, is one of our youth who spoke to you and requested more activities for the children and the program that we have here for the borough. And she is at karate right now, but she asked me to come to say thank you for listening and doing. I've had the pleasure of attending the high school dance that was held last month, and then we had the middle school dance this last week. And when I tell you that that was the talk of the middle school, and Gianni, her hair was sweated out and she was dancing, and you know, our children are really in need of our support. You promised them that you would come out for them and that you would make programs and things for them, and I want you to know that it's working. They appreciate it, and I'm here on her behalf to say thank you to everyone who is involved with, having programs for them. And if we continue, then we will keep our children and help them grow. Second, I wanted to say that I am, as a parent, very, very glad to see that after having older children come through Chiselhurst, that we still have the same faces and support system for our children. I had spoken about a few meetings ago about my older children. This is my son Jared. He is a Winslow graduate come the 19th of June. And this is the one who I spoke of as coming right from Chiselhurst, having a full academic scholarship to the College of New Jersey. And when I can tell you that, it's problems everywhere that you go and everywhere that you live, and we are always going to be working on issues, but one thing that does work is that we are a community that support each other, that stick together, and that stick together for our youth. Same faces that raised my children that are 28 and 23 and 17 are here and are committed to my 13-year-old, and I just truly appreciate that. And I just wanted to say thank you, and let's keep on the move with all the positive things that we're doing. Okay?
Let me ask Jared something. So, you Cleveland or Golden State? Because I know you watched that game last night.
Cleveland.
Let him sit down. right. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Wiles. Okay. Can I have a motion to close the public portion of the meeting?
Second.
Moving to second, roll call, please.
Alwine. Yes. Shu. Yes. Garnett. Yes. Hearn.
Yes.
Littles.
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Reports.
Reports. Clerk report for the month of May. Total amount collected, $2,477.40. Court report for the month of May. Total amount collected, $3,486. Tax collector / sewer department, total amount collected for the month of May, $534,185.68. Everybody has the engineering report in their packet. That's all my reports.
I think one of the things on the reports that, the engineering report, I think that we really need to stress that what we're doing, one of the things is the senior citizen bus. I know that I got a email that was forwarded to me that we asking them about a bus, but it's grant money, and grant money, when you get grants, it's only for certain things. I can't use this money to go and buy generators. Somebody said, well, look, we should buy senior citizens, every senior citizen a generator. No, that's not going to fit in that grant. What the engineer did, he put in the grant proposal for a senior citizen bus. And the senior citizen bus is not just to go to Atlantic City, okay? People think that, and like Mr. Delavecchia was saying, other towns are doing some things and trying to stay on top of what other towns are doing, and we need to do some things. And one of the things that I noticed that Winslow just got is a brand-new senior citizen bus. And one of the things that senior citizens do when they don't have family or the family is far away, they need a ride to the store, all right? Because if you go to ShopRite Berlin, you'll see Berlin there, you'll see different buses. We take them to the store. We take them, different places. It's not just to the casino, okay? I'm not pushing for that, but we have the Christmas party. A lot of people don't go to our Christmas party because they don't have transportation. And sometimes when it's at nighttime, they can't see. I got night blindness, so I know what night blindness to do. So we're trying to get a senior citizen bus, so they have, let's say they have a luncheon. They have their luncheons. They can come here, or we can pick them up and take them there. We can take them to Walmart. You go to Walmart sometimes, you see the buses there, and the senior citizens getting off, and they bringing them back home safely, okay? Because a lot of them are afraid to drive. So that's why we're pushing for a senior citizen bus, not just to go to Atlantic City, all right? But they do different things. And so I'm just speaking to the person that wrote just to go to Atlantic City and that kind of stuff. I got an email about that. So I don't mind addressing that. I hope we can get the funds to purchase this bus. And it's only going to be to purchase a bus. It's not to be to put a roof on this building, put addition on this building, hire 15 more police officers. No. It's going to be to purchase a bus, and that's it, okay? Resolution. Yeah, can I have a motion to approve the reports?
So moved.
Move to second, roll call, please.
Alwine. Yes. Shu. Yes. Garnett. Yes. Hearn.
Yes.
Littles.
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Resolution 18-113, resolution to appoint Honorable Michael Blunt as Public Agency Purchasing Compliance Officer of the Borough of Chislehurst.
So moved.
Second.
Move to second, roll call, please.
Alwine. Yes. Shu. Yes. Garnett. Yes. Hearn.
Yes.
Littles.
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Resolution 18-114, accept the resignation of Kathia Ocasio, resignation as police officer.
So moved.
Moved in second, roll call, please.
Alwine. Yes. Shu. Yes. Garnett. Hearn. Littles.
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Resolution 18-115, accept Robert Williams' resignation as police officer.
So moved.
Moved. Second. Roll call, please.
Alwine. Chu. Garnett. Hearn. Littles.
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Resolution 18-116, appoint David Toomer as a one-year probationary officer in the Borough of Chislehurst.
So moved.
Moved in second. Roll call, please.
Alwine. Chu. Garnett. Hearn. Littles.
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna allow, the council president to swear David in.
I'd like to have my girls come up if that's okay.
Take your time. Go ahead. Okay, can you stand right here and hold the Bible for the dad?
Yes.
All right, repeat after me. First, I'd just like to say that I did sit in for a brief moment with the Personnel Committee, and I did meet you before with the chief, and I believe that we're getting a jewel. I think that he's going to be very good to this community, and I'd like to say welcome after this.
Thank you, ma'am.
Say, I, David Toomer,
I, David Toomer,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and the governments established
and the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully
impartially,
and impartially
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of
of the office of
probationary police officer
probationary police officer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Can we move over a little bit this way? Come on, officer. Can that? The mayor's coming. You gotta walk.
You gotta move up some.
Move over.
You gotta move over.
You just go up, Karen, like that.
You know, stand up on there, Karen.
Pastor takes the picture.
Hold up. Well, you don't get to be in the front.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh, where you gonna be at?
Come on.
That's fine, you can do that. You wanna sit in the chair?
Yeah, I might sit in the chair.
Yeah, why don't you just sit in the chair? There you go.
Ooh, I can't move now.
Be able to get up now, right?
Okay. So we can, put that on our website, you know? Hey, gotta get him, man.
Congrats.
Thank you. Okay. Number 12? Resolution 18-117, liquor license renewal for Dumbarton Oaks or Grazianos. Can I get a motion?
Second.
Move to second, roll call, please.
Alwan.
Dunbar, I'm sorry, the Dunbar license.
Oh, yeah.
Renewal of.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The license renewal,
Yeah.
yes.
Shu,
Yes.
Garnett,
Yes.
Hearn, Littles,
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Resolution, Ms. Hearn, what's your vote on the liquor license renewal for Surrey One Liquors?
Yes.
Dunbarton Oaks, I'm sorry. Yes, Grazianos.
Yes.
Resolution 18-118, liquor license renewal for Surrey One Liquors.
So moved.
Second.
Moved in second, roll call, please.
Alwan,
Yes.
Shu,
Yes.
Garnett,
Yes.
Hearn,
Yes.
Littles,
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Resolution 18-119, approved Chapter 159, click it or ticket.
So moved.
Second.
Moved to second, roll call, please.
Alwan,
Yeah.
Shu,
Yes.
Garnett,
Yes.
Hearn,
Yes.
Littles,
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Resolution 18-120, support the click it or ticket mobilization of May 21st to June 3rd.
So moved.
Second.
Moved to second, roll call, please.
Alwan,
Yes.
Shu,
Yes.
Garnett,
Yes.
Hearn,
Yes.
Littles,
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Resolution authorize a refund of $75 to EW for return of cleaning escrow fee pertaining to the community center.
Can you put them together?
Moved.
Yeah, we want to put them all together?
Right.
Resolution 1821, Resolution 18122, Resolution 123. Can I get a motion on those?
Moved.
Second.
Move to second, roll call, please.
Alwan,
Yes.
Shu,
Yes.
Garnett,
Yes. Yes.
Hearn,
Yes.
Littles,
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Resolution 18-124, authorize the Borough of Chiselhurst to employ high school-aged children within the Borough of Chiselhurst to perform litter cleanup and removal under the Clean Communities Program.
Moved.
Second.
Moved in second, roll call, please.
Alwan,
Yes.
Shu,
Yes.
Garnett,
Yes.
Hearn,
Yes.
Littles,
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Resolution 18-125, enter into a shared service agreement for prevention and 24 early intervention programs to fight alcoholism and drug abuse with the County of Camden.
So moved.
Second.
Moved in second, roll call, please.
Alwan,
Yes.
Shu,
Yes.
Garnett,
Yes.
Hearn,
Yes.
Littles,
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Resolution 18-126, approved year 39 CDBG agreement with the County of Camden.
Moved.
Moved to second, roll call, please.
Alwan,
Yes.
Shu,
Yes.
Garnett,
Yes.
Hearn,
Yes.
Littles,
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Any new business from council?
Yes. Mr. Mayor, I'm working on a program with the seniors because they have been contacting me because a lot of them having problems at the house, and they're calling people to come out and help them do it, and they feel like they have no protection of people coming out and ripping them off. So I'm like trying to get people to come in and help the seniors that we know we could trust, and anyone that interested in that, feel free to contact me so we can move on to help our seniors.
Okay.
What kind of problems are they having, Councilman?
Like
Are they having heating and cooling issues or electric issues?
plumbing, some electrical.
Do you have the names and addresses of these individuals?
Not only I do those.
Could you give them to me?
Yes, I can.
All right,
I have something.
hold up, we're
sorry.
supposed to do the resolution for the $500.
Oh, okay, sorry about that.
Okay, so, the attorney's gonna read that?
Yeah, the title of the resolution will be Resolution 18-127, a resolution approving an increase of $500 to the annual salary for the position of Borough Police Clerk based on increased matron responsibilities. Resolution will become effective upon passage if it's approved. It will also be drafted and signed by the mayor and the clerk on Monday. The amount of $500, I would suggest to be prorated between June 8th, tomorrow, 2018, and December 31st, 2018, and then beginning with $500 in January 2019.
Mayor, if I can just make one comment on that before we vote on it. While the discussions were going on, I did a little bit of research about what the salaries are for a matron, and the salaries on general are $25 per call. So I do believe that this is a good move for an hour.
All right. So can I get a motion?
Move.
Second.
Moved in second, roll call, please.
Allen.
Yes.
Shu.
Yes.
Barnett.
Yes.
Hearn.
Yes.
Littles.
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
Okay, we dealt with, Waters, keep Councilman Waters, new business. Any other new business?
I do. Thank you.
All right, we'll drag this out now.
I'm not dragging this out.
Say that?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Okay, I do have one concern. I got a flyer in my mailbox. First off, just to let the public know, it is illegal to place mail in a mailbox that has not been stamped by the post office. So I do not appreciate the fact that that was done, and there is it's a federal law to do it. So please, if it's anyone from the borough that's doing it, do not do it anymore. Second is, I didn't appreciate the flyer that was put in my mailbox. I think it was very derogatory, and I believe that the council, if they also receive the same type of flyer, they would agree with it. So please be mindful of what you are putting in people's mailboxes as well. And that's all I have.
So if you catch them, you calling the police.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it? Can I get a motion to approve bills?
The seven kids,
Yeah.
you were gonna put that out on TV?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get a motion to approve bills for payment?
So move.
Second.
Moved in second, roll call, please.
Allen.
Yes.
Shu.
Yes.
Garnett.
Yes.
Hearn.
Yes.
Littles.
Yes.
Waters.
Yes.
This meeting is now adjourned.
I don't have the, I didn't bring the